So now that you've got your Facebook page, we need to go and advertise our services. We need to go out from our Facebook page to encourage people to come in and check us out. So how do we do this? We need to go into different Facebook groups that are related to our services in order to find clients that might be interested in our services. So let's have a look at how we do that. I've got my Facebook page here, and what I can do is I can go as my Facebook page and join groups. So I can then join a group, comment in a group, post in a group, and it's from my Facebook page. So my logo that will show up is my Facebook page logo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to search Facebook groups. Now I'm an 11 plus teacher, so I'm going to search for 11 plus based groups. So I'm going to say 11 plus, maybe Kent, because there's a Kent exam that I help students with. Now you can see all of the different groups that come up here. Some of them I have joined already, some of them could join. I haven't looked for some new groups in a while. So let's just unpack this. If I see this one, okay, so this has got 2,300 members. That's quite good. Okay, I'm going to visit that group and see if I can join it. Okay. Now, in this group, you'll often see rules. So you can actually look at the About page. So this group, if you look at the rules, you're allowed to advertise posting to once a week. Okay, it doesn't say which day. Oh, hang on. Advertising post will be approved once a week on Sunday. So you can post at any point, but it will only be approved on Sunday. So if you post on Monday, you'll have to wait all the way till Sunday for that to be approved. So I might actually get some notes here, and I might add that note to know. So I can post in here at any time. So 11 plus test group, that's really interesting. So I need to keep track of the groups that I can or can't post in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this here, and I'm going to put it into a humble spreadsheet. Now this spreadsheet, I've got one for you too. So let's have a look at how you can use a spreadsheet to help you keep track of groups that you can use. So here we go. I've got Facebook groups, organic marketing strategy. What I've done is I've copied that group and I'm going to post it in here. Now it is allowing me to post from my page. So some groups do not allow pages to join or post. So that is really interesting to know, because I cannot then post from my page. I would only be able to post from my personal profile. Okay, so I've added that group. I did see the size, it was about 2.3K. I like to keep track of the size, and I know this is in, thousands. I know that it's a decent sized group. I'm going to find a few leads there. It did say once a week, anytime, but because it was on a Sunday, I might want to post on a Friday or Saturday. So when to post, I'm going to put Saturday, and I do have some notes here. In fact, there's the notes. I can put the notes here. There we go. So I know that I'm allowed to post once a week and it'll be approved on Sunday. The next part is whether I have joined the group or not. So in this case, I have joined the group, okay, and I've been accepted, because some groups might not even accept you to join. Now, have I posted? So this would be where I would post here and I would check that it is accepted. So I might then post my my flyer with my message, my marketing message, and I would post that. So to keep track of it, I've posted it, and if it's been approved or not, so I can check, okay, if it does get approved, then that is the process that I know that this group is a good group to post in. Okay, if it doesn't get approved, then it might not be a good group to post in. I'm wasting my time there, right? So I'm going to do this for lots of different groups. I'm going to check them all out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be able to decide when I can post. So let's have a look at a few others and test them. So 11 plus, Kent, see all. Okay, so there is one here, 30 members. Okay, I'm not sure I'm really going to waste my time with 30 members. 32 members, same kind of story. 11 plus group. This is 2.6 thousand. Okay, so I can join group. You don't have permission to join this group. That might be because I'm a page. So what I could do is I could change to my personal profile and see if they will allow me to join. Visit. Can you see? So it lets me if I'm a personal profile. So I'm going to make a comment here. So I'm only allowed to do that as a personal profile. Okay. So then I'm going to remember, copy this, copy, I'm going to paste it in here. Okay, the size, it was 2.7 or something like that. Okay, let's see if it's got any rules. Here we go. Doesn't look like it has any rules. The other thing that you can do is check to see if other people are advertising, because then that gives you an idea of can you advertise. So I'm going to just look here, Chaka 11 plus top contributor. Can you see there's no one else posting here? There's an anonymous member, but it doesn't look like any other tutors are posting here, which makes me think I won't be allowed to post here. So I could try, but if I try and they kick me out and they say that I can't, they could report me. It doesn't say here in the rules that I can't, but I get the hunch that this is not a good group to post in because I can't see anyone else posting. It looks like it's only one person posting right now. So I'm going to go back to my page and I'm actually just going to not post in that group. Okay, see which one comes next. All right, let's try another group. I'm going to show you some others that I am part of. Hopefully give you an idea. This one's good. 11 plus help for you. Okay. All right, that looks good. Okay, we can see here a lady, Jessica Miley, is posting her flyer in the group. That's a good sign. Okay, there's Jessica Miley. Oh, okay, different teacher here is posting her flyer. So that's two different people, a third different person. This gives me an idea that I probably can post in this group. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that URL. Okay, I'm as my page. I'm going to go here. Okay, I can do it as my page. The size is, what size is this group? 2.3 thousand members. That's a nice group. That's a nice size. Same size as that one. It doesn't tell me when I can post. So I don't see any rules. Sometimes when you try to post, it actually tells you when you can or not. Featured. Show all rules. No promotional spam. So it says no self-promotion, spam or irrelevant links. Only discuss the 11 plus. Advertising. Okay, we request that you keep promotions to once a week. Brilliant. So this means I am allowed to advertise only once a week. So I'm going to get that rule and I'm going to put it in my notes. Okay. All right. So I can post anytime there. In fact, even this one I can post anytime. It's just only going to be approved on a Sunday. If I've joined, I'm going to click that. If I post, which is good, I'll post. If it's approved, then I can go ahead and say approved. Some places you post it and it's pending and it's pending and pending and pending and no one ever puts it through, in which case you don't want to keep posting in that group because you're wasting your time. So it is important to keep track of this. All right, let's do another one. I know this might seem repetitive, but I'm trying to explain my thought process to you as I go. All right, I'm going to show you actually a Facebook group that I am part of. Here we go. So this is called Grammar School Entrance Exams. Now, this one has got 32,400 members, a lot of people. And again, that makes me think, okay, well, this is really good. It's a good group. There's a lot of people here for me to advertise to. So if you look at the rules here, there we go. You can often see the rules as you're about to post. Adverts and promotions are allowed for a small fee. Okay, so some of these places actually do this where they charge. Now, I personally have chosen to pay a small fee for this group. I think I paid £40 and it was to post as many times as I wanted over a 6-month period. Now, I posted here quite a lot and I found a lot of students in here. So sometimes that is something that you can consider doing. You'll see there'll be people who are advertising their services, getting comments. You can even ask people to join your group, Telegram group. That's a really good because you're like telling them to come to your group. You might say, well, join my Facebook group or join my WeChat group or WhatsApp group. Get them to come to you. Then you can nurture them. Okay, so it is good to kind of like consider maybe if that's an option, paying for it. Okay, so basically, I'll be honest, I have gotten into a lot of these different groups. I have filled up a whole, I've got about 50 to 60, I think, different groups that I have done this for. So I know all of the rules. I know when to post. I know whether I'll be allowed to post or not. And I test them because if I'm not allowed to post, I won't post in there because also they can flag my profile. And it's also a waste of time. Like I don't want to be posting in groups where it's not getting shown to anyone. So I would say it's really good to do this and to write notes on the different groups that you're in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share this spreadsheet with you and I'm going to really encourage you to do the same thing for your business, to think, well, who is my niche? Where are my students hanging out? Okay, for me, it's the 11 plus exam groups on Facebook. But if you're like a maths tutor, you might be looking at, a few different ones. You might want to research it. If you're looking for students in Asia, you might want to look in Asian-based groups. So I do actually have a spreadsheet where I have found lots of different students from different places. So I'm going to show you that now. So here's one of the spreadsheets I use to share with some of the teachers who are inside my my flagship course. So these are mostly Western countries, places that you can find students for, English, for maths, looking for a tutor, finding a tutor, a lot of British places there, homeschool groups. These are all places that I've tried and tested, and it tells you when you can post it. Okay, I've got 11 plus groups, so these are all my 11 plus groups that I know that I can use, and I've got some notes there. I've got groups in Hong Kong, I've got groups in Singapore, I've got groups in Taiwan, South Korea, Japan, China. Okay, China's a funny one because remember, people can access Facebook if they've got a VPN. And in fact, some of these places like teaching jobs in China or ESL teachers in China, sometimes it's not parents who are there, but recruiters. And I've been asked by recruiters before to then see if I can work with them and they can give me really good high paying lessons. So it's really good to be able to network in these places and see what comes up. So I would encourage you, use your Google, your spreadsheets, try and find some groups, test them, and then you can continue posting to these different places on an ongoing basis. Okay, so this is where my magic happens. I'm not going to share with you my Facebook groups because I feel like if everyone knows my secret Facebook groups, you're going to post in all of them. But I have slowly and steadily picked up this group over time and been able to get a steady, consistent schedule of posting, right? So just think about this. All of these people I'm able to post to once a week. So on Monday, as you can see, I post in 7 different groups. On Tuesday, I'm posting in 6 different groups. On Wednesday, I'm posting in 6. Friday, about 7. Saturday, 7 or 8. Okay, so this is how you can consistently be posting in different groups that have different rules, figuring out which groups will allow you to post or not. And you must also try and add more groups to your list consistently. So try new groups out, see if they will allow you to post, see if you can find students from there. But yeah, once you get groups that you can be part of and post in and be allowed to post there, then it's a real game changer, because that's thousands of students that you're able to access organically for free. So it's just a little bit of effort and elbow grease to be able to find these groups, to be able to organize them in a way that you can consistently post in them. So I really encourage you to start your own spreadsheet like mine, and be able to consistently post in these different groups. And yeah, all the best. Good luck. Now, I will say that I have got a secret with, I'm showing all my secrets. I've got a bit of a secret with my content posting. So my content posting, as you can see, I'm posting in a lot of different groups all the way through the week. And you might think, I don't really have the time to do that. Well, once I've figured out these groups, something that you might consider doing is outsourcing that to a virtual assistant. Now, a virtual assistant or a VA is someone from maybe a lower income country that you can hire in order to do repetitive menial jobs, administrative jobs for your business. So I do have VAs as part of my business, and they are the ones who actually post in all of these groups consistently. So, these are also things that you can do to be able to outsource to grow your business. So my virtual assistants, they are from the Philippines, and I pay them $6 an hour, which is their rate. That's the rate that they told me that they want me to pay them, which is affordable. So for them in the Philippines, it's a good rate for them. And for me living in America, that's a fantastic rate for me, since the going rate in America is $20 an hour. So it's just something that you can consider doing if you don't want to do this yourself, if you don't have the time to do this yourself, if you're not passionate about doing this yourself, then it is something that you can consider outsourcing for your business as and when you can afford to. So once I've got my spreadsheet ready, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my creative, which I made on Canva, my flyer, and my copy, which I made with ChatGPT, and I'm going to post it in these groups. So every week I post in these groups. I might change it up. I might change my copy and creative each week, or I might just keep it the same if I'm feeling lazy. Just make sure you're not posting the same thing under each other. Usually these groups are pretty busy though, so that's not really a risk of happening. Okay, so say I'm joining Twinkle. I've copy and pasted the link, so I literally just click on it. Really easy. So this one is only allowing me to do as a profile, so I would be able to post and comment here for this one. Okay, then I'll go to my spreadsheet and I'll go to the next one, right? Okay, I know that this one I can do from my page. So whenever I can do my page, I want to post from my page, because then people will actually be able to go back to my page. So if I post in this one, okay, I need to just go back there again because I swapped profiles. Okay, here we go. I can see I'm posting on behalf of my page. I can write and share my copy and my creative here. Okay, and so I just do that like on each day of the week. I'm just clicking in the group, copy and creative, clicking on the group, copy and creative. And I do that throughout the week. What I do find is it's easier to post. So say I'm only posting in 6 groups a day. If I have like all of my groups that I post from my page, that's kind of easier to do, right? I'm not having to switch between. And then maybe on the next day, I might only post in groups that only allow me to post from my profile. So that's just a helpful tip to help you to figure out which groups you can use or not. Okay, so that's it for today's lesson. That is one of the ways that you can organically post in other people's groups in order to direct them back to your page and for them to find your services. We're going to look in the next few lessons about your content, because you can just post your Canva flyer and your marketing message, but we can also post different things in order to get more traction in these posts and get more people to see the posts that we put in groups. So we're going to do that in the next few lessons. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. Get started on your spreadsheet. Please don't get restricted. Only start with like 5 different groups a day. Test them, see if you can get approved in them, and then work on it from there. Okay, all the best.